the intern. Yeah, if you guys ever watch the show and you hear us talking about the intern, that's the intern. What's happening, sports fans? Welcome back to another episode of Prep Insider. I get it that it doesn't fit. This is not because of the hat being bad. This is actually one of the coolest hats. Look, San Ysidro came in here with like they want extra credit. I don't deliver extra credit. I don't give grades, but they wanted it. No, I just have an enormous melon. But huge shout out to our in-studio guests, San Ysidro Football. That is them. Guys, let's start as always with just a down-the-line introductions, please. Name, grade, position. For coaches, I like to always say that if you remember what grade you would be in at this point, you're welcome to throw that out there. But if not, just how many years have you been at your school?
So I'm Coach Sodi. This is year number 5.
Jeez, you understand the rule. You know,
yeah,
that's great.
Talk straight to the mic. Oh, definitely. Yeah, Coach Tony, year number 5, special teams coordinator. I would be in grade 24. And yep, coach. Absolutely.
My name is Junior. I'm a senior. I play inside linebacker, and that's it pretty much.
Was last year very easy for you? Junior as a junior?
Yeah.
Okay, deal.
I'm Jamarcus. It's my up-and-coming senior year. I play QB, wide receiver, also defense.
Angel Garcia, also known as Cowboy. I'm a running back and strong safety, upcoming senior.
Okay, so people that I always have a rule that I got to ask. People that have nicknames that introduce themselves with the nickname, is that self-appointed or did the team give it to you?
The team.
Okay, perfect.
I'll
I'll allow it to stand. I don't like self-appointed nicknames. Go ahead. Continue.
Johnny Castro, going into my junior season, wide receiver, quarterbacks, free safety, and cornerback.
Do we have a quarterback competition in this room that's undecided? Yeah. Okay.
That's pretty much it. Angel Martinez, O-line, D-line, defensive end, guard on both sides. I can play tackle too.
Question to the rest of the room. Is this guy kind of the vibe leader on the team? The team chillest, swaggest? I don't know. I'm past knowing what the exact term is, but of all of you guys, you're all leaning forward politely. He's just sitting back. He's got the earrings on. He's just like, yeah, man, I play O-line, D-line, whatever. I get the job done for the team. Yes?
I think the do-rag says it all.
Okay, fair enough. Coach, you want to introduce yourself finally?
Keith Agwan. I'm the head coach here at San Ysidro High and going on my 5th season. Don't know what grade I'd be in. Class of 1986, Santana High.
Oh, from Santana.
Santana High.
Very nice.
Go Sultans.
Go Sultans. So do you still harbor just an arbitrary dislike of West Hills for no reason?
Well,
or were they even
this is how ancient I am. My senior year, I think they just opened up.
Oh, so they're just a punk-ass new nobody that you don't care about. No rivalry school. Okay, so guys, have we had the dead period yet? Are we back from the dead period? So we are now counting just down the days so you get pads on. I like asking everyone right now, where are we at preparation-wise in terms of if you had to put a number to it, 0 to 100%, how ready are you for the first game, for the season, for football?
I think defensively, most of us haven't really, how do you say it? Haven't really studied the plays, so out of 100, maybe 70% in readiness. We're ready physically, but study-wise, we're not really quite down with the plays.
You can tackle. You just don't know who to tackle in the right way and where.
Yeah, sort of.
So if the ball snaps, you might tackle the wrong guy, let the quarterback run for a touchdown, but you're like, Coach, did you see the form on which I knocked that tight end down? Yeah. He's out cold. Clean skewered him.
Yeah, so overall, I think we're kind of sloppy. It was in the study part, but physically we're ready. And offensively, I think we're getting it down. We're catching balls. We're doing pretty much the things right. I would say 80% maybe.
So what's summer like with these guys and the coaching staff? Are they putting you guys through the ringer? I mean, is this mostly just every day you dread because they're going to work your asses to the bones? Have you guys found a good medium point? When I ask questions, it's to all of you. I'm not saying anyone specific.
I feel like it's very balanced. I feel like we work as much as we need to, but we also are very committed, and a lot of people come every day. Yeah. So when everybody comes, we get a balance of just either hard work or just studying and chilling.
So you guys are getting good participate. Are you getting a bump from last year? Because
yes.
to fill in on everybody last year, you guys wound up as, I want to say, the 14 seed, 12 seed, 14 seed, but you got that playoff win that felt like it was a big exhale for the school, for the program. Like, we get it. That Mikey and everybody has put San Ysidro on the map, like, whatever. Okay, great. This is something where, though, you guys have, as a team and as a program, been really grinding for that big, like, we're here moment. So you're saying, though, that worked. People are buying in. You're getting better attendance. You're getting better participation and reception from last year.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I work on campus, so it created a buzz, and a lot of the students on campus, especially a lot of the 9th graders and 10th graders, the ones that were affected by the pandemic and weren't in school, got really excited over the playing football. So our numbers really grew with the current 9th and 10th grade class. They're excited. They're out there wanting to play, and it created a buzz on campus.
Freshman, JV, and varsity. Like, how many? How's the program looking numbers wise this year?
Well, right now we're 2 levels, varsity and JV. But coach is exactly right.
It's getting there.
It's getting there. When I first got there, a lot of people told me, you're not going to get a big commitment in the off season. But I felt with winning a playoff game that would change, and it definitely has. So, no, we're not at 3 levels yet, but that's definitely the goal. And like the kids were saying, the enthusiasm and the numbers and the commitment has been a lot better since the first year.
So we're going to get good attendance on Friday nights this year? We're thinking people are actually going to turn out to support you guys?
Yeah. So that the only thing that's tricky about that is we're getting our stadium renovated. So we're going to be
your road warriors.
We're road warriors until our last game.
Okay. Oh well, hey, Hilltop Stadium took like 2.5 centuries to finish. So as long as you're not getting like multiple seasons of road warriors, and you're only going to get 1 year until the last game, that's amazing.
Hopefully they meet the deadline, but that's the goal. Hopefully to get that final game.
So then 2 games. At least, because you're going to get that last game of the season, and then we're not going to let you not get a home game in the playoffs.
Oh, correct. Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely.
The hell are you selling these kids short for?
My bad.
No, so for you guys, what's the experience been like after that last game of last season, or after that win in the playoffs last season? How has that changed or helped focus or help motivate or help grow the hype around your team?
Well, I mean, me, for one, I just love seeing Coach get down after the game. He made a promise that he would dance for us if we won, and we got that on video, so that's pretty amazing.
Oh, okay.
Breakdancer. So with the senior class last year, on social media, one of my friends posted
it can backfire
an article that I used to break dance in the '80s, and they called me on it, and I said, no, you don't get it until we win a playoff game. So that's what happened. So I was happy to do it then. They're not getting it.
Did he deliver?
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't some like he did some like little bit of this, then he's like, no. He actually he did.
Nah, it was like a good 2 minutes of just straight breakdancing.
So are we alleging that if need be, if if it came down to a dance battle between you and the opposing coach to decide a CIF championship, you could deliver against any coach in San Diego is what you're saying?
Well, I'm going to call out one of my coaches, D. White, if you're listening. You're taking over the dancing this year. You promised me. Start stretching, D. White.
Oh, man. It seems like from everything that he's saying, though, that it's not just preach to you guys about, like, the tradition of San Ysidro football and yell at you about, like, we need to be tougher and stronger. It seems like these coaches have gotten you guys to buy in and gotten the team largely to buy in from a little bit of fun, a little bit of culture, a little bit of tradition, a little bit of hard work. What do you guys like so much about what these guys have done for your program?
I mean, I don't know.
Okay, if you don't know, then we'll ask someone.
Go. I mean, I don't know. It's hard work has been a part of the program since I've been here. I mean, I'm sure it's been a part of the program before I been here, but as a freshman, it was very practice. Work on your form, work on what do you need to do. You know what I mean? And when I went up to varsity, it was the same thing. Everybody's got to work for their position. You want to play, the more playing time you got to work. You got to show up to practice. You got to show up to the weight room. You got to show up. You got to see improvement in yourself, and the team has to see improvement in you, or else you'll stay on the sidelines and stuff like that. So
the intern's fine. She just struggles with gravity. It's terrifying when she falls like that. Yeah. So for you guys, I am also curious. We got 5 different uniform sets here. Yeah. I have seen your baseball team with some of my favorite uniforms. Yeah. You guys seem to have endless permutations. What's your favorite look, though?
Definitely the gray.
The one that you're wearing there?
Yeah. Definitely the gray.
You like the white?
Yeah, I like the white.
Those whites.
Yeah.
So okay, so home jerseys, away like when and where do you guys just pick randomly, like on a Thursday? Hey, we're gonna go with this set tomorrow. How do you decide?
Well, for right now, I mean they're all going to be away jerseys till our game. You know.
We're gonna be on the road. So
Yeah.
all away jerseys.
You're gonna have to wear away jerseys on all that, or because technically some of them will be home games.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's brutal. Anything new this year in the jersey spectrum coming out that people can look forward? Oh, the gray ones are the new ones.
And they're
Ooh.
reversible too.
What?
Yeah.
That blue one is the gray one, just inside out.
Reversible.
That's some like voodoo level That's awesome, Coach. How'd you guys come up with that?
Yeah, shout out to Full Gorilla. Brian over there does a great job, and we decided to go with it. But yeah, generally the white is road like everybody else. The one in the end there is kind of an off-white blue tint that we've been wearing for a couple seasons. We like to wear that at home or away, and then the three dark.
So, but how do you decide? Is it predetermined, or is it the quarterback gets to pick, or you just
I'm
random?
going to be completely honest. Until these guys start stepping up with the laundry, I pick the uniform.
It's just whatever's clean.
Told them we'll go in.
That should be. I feel like that should be the freshman team's responsibility.
Yeah.
Teach them the laundry.
That's what I was saying. That's what
it.
I said.
We'll put that on the poll at SD Prep Insider on Twitter, on Instagram, where you can find all of our polls. Should the freshman team always be responsible for varsity's laundry? Nothing could possibly go wrong with that at all. Not a single thing could ever go wrong with that. If you guys don't mind, I'll, on a more serious note, I am somebody who, on face value, everybody kind of assumes that I've never been south of the 8 freeway, and I get exposed to a lot of, you went to La Jolla, you don't get it. And I get that I don't get some of it, but also I feel like there are a fair amount of horrible misconceptions and preconceived notions about certain parts of the community. And one thing that really does bug me is the constant that's so feel good that San Ysidro won a game, or it's like parts of Chula. You're like, oh man, they're the plucky underdog. What is something that maybe you guys hate about, or want to change people's perceptions about, or hate to always have it just told to you about? Oh, that's this about San Ysidro that's just not true.
I hate how they think we come off as so hostile when actually we're one of the teams out there that just want to play the game and play the game right. We kind of just want to be on our own. We don't want to talk people, yell at them, start fights. We want to just do what we need to do and get off the field and make sure everybody's safe. And people seem to think that we're the hostile ones and we're the ones that want to go out to them, when 9 out of 10, we're the ones that's actually getting it towards us. And sometimes it causes bad plays and bad looks on other people, and I don't really like that.
Also, with the underdog, I think everybody's surprised. Like every time we win, even like on this 7-7 and during off season, every win is like a surprise.
And that's cool. That's cool. That's cool for 1 or 2 wins, but that's got to be exhausting after a little while, as people constantly being like, "Oh, good job, guys, nice win." You're like, "Okay, great, yeah, that's what we came here to do."
Yeah, I think we want to change that. You want to say something?
Well, from the coaching perspective, one of the things I want to change is a lot of people. Before I got the job, a lot of people were telling me, San Ysidro don't have athletes. There are athletes on the campus, and from the football perspective, going on year 5, we're trying to get those athletes. Because right now our athletes play baseball, they play soccer. Our basketball is pretty much the dream team, the '92 dream team. So we've been doing a pretty good job in the last 5 seasons. That the pandemic kind of slowed things down a little, but
That hurt everybody. Hurt everybody.
So we're trying to get the athletes out from the other sports, and we have a wrestler here, a couple of track guys here. Once that starts picking up, the football.
You're the wrestler. Yeah.
Can I just add one more thing to
Please,
that real
please
quick?
do. Yeah.
And especially with the season we just had, I'm an alumni at San Ysidro, so I have a lot of friends that were excited about our program, especially because of the history of the football at that school, and they're really excited about it, and that created a buzz in the community where we're having kids now going to San Ysidro that live in San Ysidro instead of having to go to other schools. So just like a little sneak peek, our upcoming freshman class is really nice. I'll leave it at that.
Well, so let's talk about some of the kids that aren't here right now. Who are some names that we need to give some shout outs to, some love to? Because you guys obviously represent the upper class and the kids that are going to get a fair amount of the reps and whatnot, but there's always either a secret weapon or a kid that just didn't want to come to the show or whatever, who we got to give some of them some shout outs.
I personally...
Or if there's nobody else, you just want to talk about all yourselves. We can talk about all you guys.
I'll give Eric. You know what I mean? Eric, he's gonna be wearing I believe number 70 this year, but he's always he might not show up all the time to the off season, or he might, you know what I mean, have a couple mishaps. He can't show up. But he's a dog. We're
on the line with you?
On the line, on every position you could have him play. You could have him play nose,
that's
tackle. You could have him play end, and he'll get the job done.
On the defensive side, I feel like that's easier to do, but on the offensive side, that's hard to switch from left guard to right tackle or something like that.
He could play any position on the line. He could play. You know what I mean? I'll give him props
up.
to it. Yeah.
The quarterbacks in this room must be like, yeah, I like that guy.
And by my side, I got Omar Vargas. He's a go-to guy right there.
We got a lot of upcoming sophomores, like Osmark. He started last season as a center, as a freshman, and he stepped up. Even in playoffs, he stepped up. We got also Max Espinoza, Preston. They're having great off seasons. We have a lot of people like Edwin too. Edwin is stepping up. Omar, the twins, all the upcoming sophomores.
Yeah. I definitely give shout out to the twins, and also one of my favorite players too, Ivan Quintero, for always showing up. They get sad when they have to miss a day. They hate missing a day. They want to show up every single day.
That's got to make the two of you happy hearing that there are kids that are frustrated when they can't get to that every day. Like that's got to be a nice change after the first couple of years of having a battle with. You were down to just varsity for a season, yes?
Yeah, matter of fact, last year JV only played three games and got hit with injuries, so we had to bring the young kids up. Like I said, the last time we were with you, right after the playoff win, those freshmen they're 1-0 in the playoffs. We want those high expectations. But I just want to hit on what Coach said with the new freshman class coming in, especially the kids from Vista Del Mar. They're outstanding athletes. It's the best incoming class that I have had since I've been there.
Well, San Ysidro is a little bit bigger high school. You guys are 2,000-ish?
We're around 2,000, just over 2,000.
So you hypothetically, allegedly, should have a decent student body from which to draw athletes.
We do, and like I said, the athletes right now are playing other sports, but we're slowly getting there. And really quick too, if anybody from Sims Middle, if you're watching this, we need you out there because they haven't showed up yet. And once those kids show up, we may have to have a freshman team. But we're excited about that.
While you're shouting out high schools, do you want to steal anyone from East Lakes area middle school or anything like that? Yeah, I'm joking. We'll turn off all the microphones. We'll edit that out.
I think we forgot one. We forgot Jaden. He's also an upcoming sophomore. He plays lineman. He plays skill positions.
That's a good teammate. We've already moved on to two other segments. And he's like, no. There's a guy that we forgot. Yeah. We got to get him some love.
He deserves shout out. There were a lot of games where he gave big hits that saved either the game or, kept the hope alive. For example, homecoming game against Montgomery, he was out there in special teams. He gave good hits.
I love a special teams hit that changes everyone's hype level for the game. That usually was me for the other team. I was usually the kid on special teams getting leveled, and then the other team was like, yeah! And I was limping off the field going, why am I on this, coach? Please don't make me return punts. Looking at the schedule this year, and everyone can find this on all of the different sites. We're not going to play boring list radio, but you guys open up with Kearney as your scrimmage. Then you got Tri-City, Fallbrook, Monte Vista, Hilltop, Crawford, Chula, Southwest San Diego, Castle Park, Mar Vista. I don't see a game on that schedule, at least from my knowledge of how everything is breaking down this summer, that's an automatic L. So you guys got to be pretty hyped and excited about what you're looking at this year. Is there a game that you have circled in that you guys are thinking that might be our coming out party, where people are going to start to realize, hey, like, San Ysidro's not messing around with anything this year? Or is there a team that you're circled here that you're just like, we're coming for blood, we want them from last year? Like, what are you guys looking at on this schedule? And I swear, if any of you give me the we're taking it one game at a time thing, you're all out of here right now. Yeah, every coach tips at that one.
We're taking it 1 week at a time. No, I'm joking. No, but just as an alumni, I think something that's fun is they're finally back, Southwest San Diego, just to get them back, because that's our rival school there at San Ysidro, we play for a Golden Shovel, the 905. We have a couple.
Play for a gold. Literally, there's actually a trophy that's a golden shovel.
Oh yeah, I'll send you a picture of it.
Please do. That's the coolest thing ever.
Yeah, so it's called the Battle of the 905, the Golden Shovel, and
because they've been out for a while, it's been in our front office for a long time. I think the longest in its history. So
it's been collecting dust.
Have you added years the last couple of years? Because technically they haven't won it back from you guys.
I haven't looked at it in a while. I think it's still blank.
Yeah, no, it's blank.
Well, then let's raise a little money for some engraving and let's add some damn years retroactively.
But I'll play along.
I appreciate it, Coach.
The playoff game against Fallbrook when we got eliminated, that was pretty hurtful. We didn't do a good showing. A lot of outside people were telling us, it got too big for us.
It doesn't have to be something where you're like, oh, we hate those guys. But if it's Fallbrook that you guys all just want another crack at, that's an early season game. That's week 2.
Their coaching staff does an amazing job. They have their whole squad pretty much coming back. So it's going to be even a bigger challenge. I'm not saying we're circling that because we're going to get a dub that week. But we definitely got to show better.
Well, no, you can circle that just because you want it. That's more the crux of my question is just what do you want right now? What are you guys hungry for in terms of the teams that are on your?
Show better in that, and that'll mean a lot to me personally.
Is there someone that's the actual rival though? Like I know you say Southwest San Diego, but obviously you guys haven't played them lately.
For our players,
for the players,
really would like to beat Castle Park again. We'd love to go over there and just make a big show out and show them who can win every time.
And you're gonna get that still on the road because that's the second to last game, so you'll still get that at Castle Park. Nice.
Yeah.
Is that something that's just been since freshman year? You guys have always kind of clashed with them, or what's the genesis of the Castle Park rivalry?
I think it was just between friends, actually, like people that have friends at the school, just rivaling.
So it's that friendly bad blood where you're like, yeah, we kind of grew up with these guys, played some youth football with all of them, and
we don't got this team on our schedule, but Montgomery definitely, I love to play against them. It's just people. Yeah, we just play them, but.
So yes, you guys just got done with the Southwest passing tournament, yes?
Yeah.
How you guys feeling from that?
Pretty good. Definitely, I feel like we made a statement out there by making it to the finals in the bracket. In our bracket, I mean, we didn't come out with the win, but we definitely made a statement out there. People didn't think we were gonna make it that far,
and you guys did. And you guys got a fair amount of dubs. Now, did you do that wearing this mishmash of jerseys, or are you guys a little more coordinated come game time?
We got Coach Tony that helped us out with some nice 7-on-7 uniforms. But yeah, that's what we came out with.
I'm curious about 7-on-7, and I don't want this to turn into like a long-winded answer from everybody, but to me, as a graduate of high school in 2009, 7-on-7 has changed like more than any aspect of high school sports in the last couple of years. And it has become this big, like, how you're doing on 7-on-7 is a gauge on how you're going to do on the field. And people are like, oh, this team is anointed as a champ because they did great on 7-on-7. Or this team is, we didn't hear about them all off season. For you guys as players, you guys as coaches, like, what level of stock are you putting in on 7? Like, are you walking away from 7-on-7 going, that is who we are? Or are you walking away going, that was a great workout, whatever, F those guys. Once we get pads on, it's a different game.
We're going by the second choice, where it's just a different game when we get put on the pads. I mean, definitely we could see coaches see players standing out on the 7-on-7.
Yeah, like you can show out a little bit. You can be like, hey, that guy had a great year throwing the ball or playing corner or whatever.
Coach recognizes players on 7-on-7, like who could skill players. But no, definitely when we put on pads is a whole different level.
But what do the two of you even do during like you guys don't you just show up and support? Like
he's a linebacker.
But linebackers really like. I mean, you do a little bit, but
great coverage.
But if either of these guys are asking a linebacker to cover a wide receiver, I'd take their damn credentials away as a coach. Like that, I've no offense, but
he did it.
Well, on 7v7, a lot of people like to check down to the running back, and it gets away with a lot of yards, and he's the one that comes and stops it.
And see, to me, that's just where like a 7-on-7 check down to a running back. That's not a realistic. Yes, that's great coverage, but that's just not realistic in some of those scenarios where no, that wouldn't go for 30 yards.
I think what that does is and for us anyway, specifically, we just put our mic backer in on 7-on-7. Everybody else is a DB, because in pad situation, play action or whatever, waggle out to, now we're in coverage. So the mic does get good reps there. But overall, I'm old school. I used to be the biggest naysayer of 7-on-7, but you got to change with the times. The kids love it.
And I'm with you on that, but I do think it's interesting because sitting on that side of the room, we've had some teams come in here and be like, our offense is 100% figured out, or this is that, or like this, that is our team. And I'm like, well, yeah, but you didn't get hit a single time. Like you had your quarterback staying in the pocket for 15 seconds and then throwing the ball deep and whatnot. Does the name Dylan Baxter mean anything to any of you guys, or is it just the two of you? No? Yes?
I know.
Well, because I was going to say, to me, why I'm a hardened cynic, hateful of like the linebacker experience on 7-on-7. I got into a fist fight with Dylan Baxter because, and I lost it, but he was playing linebacker for Mission Bay in a bunch of these 7-on-7 games, and I was the fullback running back that was like, fake the play action, and I would go up and like into the middle and just kind of stand there and chop my feet, and he would come and check me, and I kept being like, dude, get out of here with this nonsense. Like, I'm not going to catch the ball. And even if I catch the ball, I'm not going to turn and like run because that's just not realistic. I would be the last outlet for a 3-yard pass and then I'd fall over. Like, I'm a fullback. I don't need anything. And he kept being like, take football seriously. And so there was one time where I went a little low and he was like not having it. And I had to explain to my coach afterwards why I tried to start a fight with one of Mission Bay's best players. And I just kept telling him, Coach, what is the point of me even being here for a bunch of play action checkdowns? So yeah, it is something where I'm glad that you guys are having fun, and I'm glad that you guys are enjoying it and having some takeaways, because it does seem like generation to generation, it has changed quite a bit. For you guys going forward, we have what, 3 seniors? 4 seniors? 4 seniors in this room. Open-ended question. There's never a right or a wrong answer to this, but what do you guys want to have as the legacy for this senior class that you leave, or the impact or the lasting memory? Like, what do you guys want to leave behind at San Ysidro?
I want them to know that no matter what size you are or how much you can bench or how fast you can run, you can still come out here and make plays.
I think we want to be dominant. Doesn't mean winning. Just be dominant, consistent with every rep in offense. Like, move the ball, have an actual offense moving it, having to play actions, doing different type of styles. And a defense that can't tackle, that can't stop, they can produce points on the scoreboard. Not only not let them
defensive
score, but
touchdowns.
produce. Yeah.
I love. You and I are going to have a lot of conversations this year. I might need you just as my motivational speaker to pump me up in the morning. Hey, intern, you can hang out with them after the show. The show's almost done. Get out of here. Hey, Kings, come out. Please continue, you guys. For your senior legacy.
I'm trying to.
I mean,
I don't know. Let's get another playoff win. Let's see how far we could go with this. I think we definitely got what it's take. We could do it. It's
getting there.
We're gonna be able to do it. If we really want it, it'll show that we want it. It won't. Every game that we play, it'll show that where we want to go. It will show in the direction that we want to go.
Well, I appreciate it, guys. Anything that you want to say on the closeout?
I just want these seniors to like give it their all. That's pretty much it.
Fair enough. Coaches, what do you guys need to tell everybody about how they can follow you guys this year? How can they support you guys this year? What are we missing? Did we miss anything before we get out of here?
I want to give a shout out to our alumni. Since I've been there, a couple on the staff, Coach Tony. We got our alumni on our O-line coach, Coach Ricky Luna, that do an amazing job. I think everybody knows our history. Not a whole lot of winning, but the alumni care about. They want to be part of that. And give a special shout out to Armando Varela. He trains a lot of these guys. What's the name of his training? I forgot the name of his training.
Bordertown Sports Performance.
Can you?
Yeah, it's Bordertown Sports Performance. Armando Varela. So yeah.
I love your voice, Coach. You are like the first guy that really gets it. You took that. You take direction well. The Army guy, all the military guys always do take direction well. But yeah, we really appreciate it, you guys. Is there the Olympian came in here with their "oh way" or "no way"? Do you guys have a saying or something this year that we can all learn?
Puro Cidro.
Okay.
Right here.
Okay, fair enough. I don't feel comfortable saying that with my limited amount of Spanish. Puro Cidro comes across very, very white from me. But I appreciate you guys putting up with some of our nonsense. Folks, that's San Ysidro. Don't get caught sleeping on them because they don't want you on the bandwagon after week 1 of the season. You can buy tickets to the bandwagon right now. After week 1, they don't want no new friends. So we appreciate you guys coming in. Best of luck this season. You know you have a supporter in me and SDPI. We will always root for the scrappy underdogs from the South Bay because that's all you guys are. No, I'm just messing with you. Thanks for tuning in, sports fans. We'll talk to you guys next time.